Right, welcome back. The next topic has already got our Twitter account bursting with so many tweets and conversations. 1 in 2 young South Africans believe the current legal drinking age of 18 should be lowered, according to a survey released by Company Pondering Panda. The survey found that 50% of the respondents believed it appropriate for people under 18 to drink alcoholic beverages. We're now joined from our Cape Town studios by Johan van der Merwe from the Pondering Panda Company. Johan, welcome. Good to have you on the program.
Thanks, Leanne. It's good to be here.
All right, so let me give you just a quick background. I put out a tweet there. I asked the same question you did. Do you think the average age should be lowered? I've got an average about 120,000 Twitter followers. And so far, everyone I have read, every single one of them has said absolutely not. Now, talk to me about your results, because you're telling me that many people have said, please, we would like to see the drinking age lowered. How did it work? How did the survey work?
Well, we asked young South Africans between the ages of 15 and 34 what age they think it should be legal for someone to start drinking alcohol. So we gave them a list of ages between 13 and 21, and then they could choose the age that they thought it should be legal at. And what we found was that 50% of the sample, and this was a sample of just over 4,000 young people, selected an age below 18 as the age which they thought it should be legal at to drink.
Okay, so anybody below 18 believes that it should be lifted. But I mean, I remember when I was below 18, I also felt that way, and I also felt that I should be able to watch movies that were rated that I couldn't watch them. So, what were you hoping to achieve with the survey?
Well, we conducted a survey a short while ago about the biggest problems that were facing South African learners in schools. And what we found there was that the biggest problem for the second year running, according to learners, was drugs and alcohol. And this piqued our interest. So what we wanted to do was get a better sense of the scope of underage drinking and perceptions about underage drinking amongst young people.
I mean, if we have to engage, I mean, talking about the fact that that's younger people. What about older people? Did you get any results in perhaps pointing towards raising the drinking age? Because a lot of the responses that I've gotten have said, no, Leanne, we think we should raise it to at least about 21 because we are an immature nation and we need to be policed more.
Well, yes, don't forget that only half of those surveyed believed in a drinking age that was under 18. The other half, of course, selected an age 18 or over. If you want to look at age breakdowns, 43% of 15 to 17-year-olds selected an age that was under 18. This increased to 54% of 18 to 24-year-olds. And then this decreased again to 48% of 25 to 34-year-olds. So we are seeing a few age skews there. So it's really just, it's quite interesting to see the findings and to see what I would like to know is those that were surveyed, did you ask them what age they feel it should be legal to drink? Because they feel it should be below 18. Where did they feel it was at the right age to say, okay, well, I can have my first drink at, say, 15 or 16? What did they feel? Okay, so of the total sample, 19% actually selected 13.
13.
And that is something that is something that we find quite worrying. So, so of those who selected an age under 18, they were most likely to select 13. The second most likely age was 17. Yeah. So when we look at people who do think that it should be lowered, they really, a significant number of them want to start very young.
I suppose it's difficult in a survey like this because it's pretty much so a tick the box, I imagine, type of survey. The question why,
yes, it is.
The question why wasn't asked, was it? I mean, why would anybody want the drinking age to go down to 13? It must reflect something within our society.
Yes, we didn't, as you say, address that question directly. But there are a number of reasons that are generally considered to be there for young people who are underage wanting to drink. For example, they might think alcohol is cool or something more adult that they can do. They might succumb to peer pressure. There might be alcohol readily available to them. They might not be properly educated on the dangers of underage drinking. There are numerous social reasons as well that could influence that.
Goodness me. If anybody wants to read this, this entire survey, where can they find it? Do you have a website or anywhere that they can read it?
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
They can go to www.ponderingpanda.com,
yeah,
and they can click on our media page, and they can find all the latest media coverage there, including coverage of this particular survey.
Excellent. And then does this get handed over to anybody, or is it just really for your use and whoever else wants to use it?
This is definitely for a public use, but we hope it gets into the hands of people who are in a position to influence policy on this matter.
Right.
We think it's very important. Our studies have shown that it's very important, and we'd like to keep this debate going because that's the only way that we can kind of tackle this, this sort of problem.
Awesome. Thank you for talking to us here on the program. Visit that website, have a look at it for yourself. Johan van der Merwe from Pondering Panda talking to us about that survey. Let's